Let me see if I can find a better option for that. How's this? Still no good? Just bear with me. It's going to have to be good enough for the momentary tick that we're here. Probably can't see that. Top secret shit going on here. Copy. But my hair's crazy. Just jump it on because I finally am in receipt of a warrant, bench warrant, right? Good stuff. So we just need to look at how incredibly poorly it's done. You can't even function. I don't want to give away too much because there may be some repercussions from it. But just looking at it, you can get a hold of me if you need it, if we actually want to look into it a little bit further. It's rescinded, I think they call it right now, because it's been executed. Like, what kind of a world do we live in that this is okay? That some random POS has no idea about Article 13, Section 1, the thing that I've been just freaking hollering about the whole time, that you need some degree of a clue about how to do your job. That'd be great. Not that hard. So Article 13, Section 1, yep. Dan Koch, Thomas Porter, acting as town of York justices, administrators, bankers, will uphold the New York State Constitution and the U.S. Constitution to the best of their abilities. Pretty sure you kind of suck at that. This piece of paper, it might as well be on a roll in a bathroom somewhere. It is toilet paper, and you should wipe your ass with it because it's shit. I'm flabbergasted. As angry as I was previously for the last 23 months, even though we know New York State Section 30.30 gives you 30 days, 30, 60, 90, depending on whatever criteria that they think they have. But we'll just call her Kankles, the latest assistant district attorney that seems to think they have some sort of say in my existence. None of them were there. It has been well past any degree of due process of law. It should have been dismissed with my first piece of paper that says, hey, motion to dismiss. I know you're not even supposed to go into the courts. I mean, you're playing in their dirty sandbox is what's happening. And this really has just set me over the edge, as if I needed that. So for sure, their Section 3030 is way expired. It actually never should have taken place in any realm. November 13th, 2020 doesn't compute anymore. You know, she said, it's over. You don't get to just keep pretending like your word's better than mine. I'm the professional driver here. I wasn't even acting in my professional capacity, which is worse. I don't know. We got to rewrite this whole fucking thing. October 31st, make sure to get on to New York State's NY sucks. New York State Unified Court System is reimagining how we do this. I was going to present, but it turns out there's such an influx of people's wanting to redress their grievances that there's not enough time in a day hearing. They also had it on October 6th, 2022. And I missed that date. So you can go back and watch all that good stuff. I haven't got a hold of it yet. And this one will be recorded. So there are so many people that are trying to redress their grievances because you have been harmed. 28 U.S. Code 454. Practicing law from the bench. 18 U.S. Code 4, misprison of felony. You know about this. I have gone to so many different entities and said, hey, there's some RICO scheming going on that I don't like. Pretty sure you should look into this. What is your name? Oh, I found it. Lorelei Doe. I know you now. No wonder you're such a cunt. You only make like $7,000 or $70,000, and you've probably been there about 100 decades. Don't worry, I'm coming after everyone's pension. Your pension, your freedom, and some of you are most assuredly committing treason. And when you have due process of law, which I have been denied, that has a potential for execution. And when I sit there and am asked what I think should happen to you, no problem. I'm so recalcitrant at this point, and I have been made this way. I wasn't initially. I used to be a really nice person. But after all these shit shows I've been through, you're threatening my kids, taking those away from me. That's where it started. Wendy Sisson out of Livingston in Wyoming County is the district attorney. No, excuse me. Department of Social Services. And all you needed to know was Nicholson versus Scapetta. Then we wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't even be making this one. I wouldn't have to call people out. Frick. So you all, just a blanket statement about the court and anyone employed by it that has no idea what they're actually doing. You can ignore whatever case law you want to. Coniglia versus Strum, 2021, saying you need a warrant to take my handgun. Oh, for fuck's sake. Mayberry versus Madison, Murdoch versus Pennsylvania. Should I continue? I mean, we really are going to get to John Bad Elk versus United States. That piece of shit, that TP that should be used to wipe shit. If you're using that to try and come at me ever again, there's going to be a problem. I've asked for it. I was not given it at the time. Oh, you losers. You're just losers. No wonder you're called pignorant. I mean, what are we doing here? When are we the people and the people that you're supposed to serve, you serve us, what the fuck? Lorelai, and I love the movie Gilmore Girls. That's the only reason I can keep remembering her name. Doe, you do work for the people. It boggles my mind that you can't comprehend where your fucking paycheck comes from. So we'll get to your surety bonds. I've tried for the county level. Maybe the state I'll have a little bit more luck at. There's so many people far more intelligent than me, and they're pissed off too. They've had enough. They know how to do it, and they're going to dismantle you. And I'm on board 100%. I am going to thumbs down every single one of you public servants that I just wanted to know, and I asked you to do your Article 13, Section 1. It's not radical. It's ratified. And somehow I'm the one that you pretend like needs a 730. That's a mental health evaluation. Good times. Good times. But my FMCSA capacity seems to think that I'm doing just fine. I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated, so disgusted. I left that room so disgusted. I will never walk back in your courtroom voluntarily. I'm sorry, it's a Grange Hall. It's a Grange Hall. It's going to be a polling place pretty soon. It is mass psychosis. All right. For some reason, you guys think that because you put in a few chairs and a bench, that somehow changes what 4 walls and a floor are. It is a Grange Hall. You are making it up in your mind. This goes back to October 31st. They reimagine New York State courts, NY sucks, Unified Court System, all those little acronyms that you love to use. It's an imagination. It's all made up in your psychotic, delusional minds. I don't know how you can continue to go to work every day and not pick up the 48 pages of the New York State Constitution and go, flip through that just for Article 5, Section 2. Holy shit. Enumerated 1 through 20. What number is the Department of the Judiciary? Or what would you call it? The Judiciary Department? I've never even heard of that. It's because it doesn't exist. It is not 1 through 20. It is not enumerated. This list doesn't exist. I've asked for it for 4 years now from Congress, assembly members. You're all fucking nutted up for Lee Zeldin and trying to pick a new ruler. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Who was the last one? Pataki was your last Republican one, right? Yeah, that worked out really well. God, New York, we do. NY sucks. That's all there is to it. I love this state. I really do. but it is completely rotten to the core. I probably not going to stay here. That's coming from me. I was here for the long haul. That's funny, ironically. The long haul to fix it. And that's all I want is it fixed. It's not radical, it's ratified. Get back to the freaking meat and potatoes, to the foundation. That 48 pages is pretty golden, and it lays out that everything I've been through and the vast majority of the people I've talked to, none of this should have existed. None of it. I mean, we can't even. So I'm just picking my record. This is just my record again. I've got to release a few videos. You can't record in the courtroom, but it's not a courtroom. It's a Grange Hall. Grange Hall. Oh my God. So the latest term I heard is just learned it. Hydronic adaptation. And that's why we haven't fixed this yet. Hydronic adaptation, to me, says it's like water. It wants to find its level. It wants to find the path of least resistance. So people such as myself, the thousands and hundreds and tens of thousands and millions of people that have been put through this system meat grinder known as the court system, New York State, all the states, and it's not just here. It's Australia here is terrible, Canada, a bunch of them. So the point to that was, hydronic adaptation. You go through it. You just want to do your time. You just want to pay your fine. I watched it as people were walking through that Grange Hall, thanking that administrator for, extorting us. We already pay for you. The cost benefit analysis would be like so in the red that no other business would be able to be supported this way. You would close your doors and be bankrupt the first freaking day of operation. But no, this has continued since, actually, I don't know offhand. 1777 was our first Congress, right? That I believe is true. New York is number 11 out of the 13 original colonies. It'd be great if we started fucking acting like it. But I don't know when the court system started. It's unfortunate. I need to look into that etymology and nomenclature. But actually, I'm so tired. I just don't care sometimes anymore. It has been enough. And I am tired. And I want just to be back to zero, to balance it out. This has been exhausting. I should be worried about what I'm doing here, being a good steward of the road, being careful with my fellow men and women and carloads of kids that I see. You guys are all on your phone. Not the kids necessarily, but all of us, all drivers. Like, it's ridiculous. We have got to do better. I have a good plan for that. I want to start teaching defensive distractive driving. We're doing it. You're going to keep using your phone. Let's do better at it. And I'm literally serious about this. You're dangerous. So let's put some value to the variables and get better at it. You're not going to listen to the goofy little courts and the pigs and Congress that's just going to keep making stupid laws that charge us money for no reason. Hold on, I got to go 1 second. Yeah, that was plenty close enough, mister. All right, I'll be back. Hold on.